Have you ever played music from your phone and wondered, how does such a tiny speaker make such a loud sound? Or speak into a mic and suddenly your voice fills a hall? But all thanks to one small invention, we can now listen to it loud and clear. It's called an amplifier, and without it, sound would barely exist in the modern world. Imagine trying to water a garden using just a dripping tap. Now imagine connecting that tap to a pump. Suddenly, the water flows with power. That's exactly what an amplifier does, but with signals. It takes something small and gives it the strength to make an impact. In electronics, most signals, whether they come from a microphone, a music player, or a sensor, are initially too weak to be used directly, especially if they need to drive something like a loudspeaker or a recording system. An amplifier is a circuit that takes this small input signal and increases its amplitude, meaning it strengthens the voltage, current, or overall power of the signal without changing its basic shape or information. The signal coming out of the amplifier is essentially the same waveform as the input, but scaled up in size so it can actually do useful work, like moving a speaker cone or transmitting a radio wave. Most basic amplifiers are built around one or more transistors, which act as electronically controlled switches or valves, regulating the flow of current based on the input signal. Along with the transistor, you'll typically find resistors, capacitors, and sometimes inductors, all arranged in a specific configuration that defines how the amplifier processes the signal dot. In more advanced or precise systems, a component called an operational amplifier, or op-amp, is used to provide high gain and stability for low-level signal amplification. And you know what's crazy? Amplifiers are everywhere. They're inside your phone, your laptop, your TV, your Bluetooth speaker, your guitar amp, even inside hearing aids. If you've ever heard something loud, clear, and detailed from a small device, you've experienced what an amplifier makes possible. What I love most is the amplifier doesn't change what's being said, it just makes sure the message is strong enough to be heard. And honestly, that's kind of inspiring. If this helped you understand how amplifiers work, then hey, you just learned something a lot of people use but never think about. Thanks for watching and stick around if you're into simple, smart explanations.